Tinubu Inec cry out, saying that Atiku and Obi want to create absurd impression Abuja residents have special status, that they want to change the constitution. At the resumed sitting of the Presidential Tribunal for Adoption of final addresses by different parties, the Independent National Electoral Commission INEC urged the court to dismiss Peter Obi and Atiku's petition as completely lacking in merit, arguing that the petitioners failed to prove their case against Tinubu's electoral victory. INEC lead counsel Mahmoud SAN argued that the major plank of the petitioner's case is non-compliance with the Electoral Act, INEC regulations and guidelines, and use of technology in the election. On the petitioner's claim regarding the status of the FCC, Mahmoud said it is illogical to insist one must get 25% of votes in the country's capital. He argued that it will create a situation where FCC voters will be given special status above other Nigerians living in other states. He described that submission as most absurd, urging the court to dismiss Atiku petition. Mahmoud also noted that the introduction of technology was a major reform of the Electoral Act and that INEC had good intentions to safeguard the polls. According to Mahmoud, evidence shows that accreditation and authentication of voters was effective and that the technical glitches cited by Atiku happened for about 4 hours but was resolved. They have failed woefully to establish that there was human interference in the technical glitches that happened on election day, Mahmoud said. He added that the technical glitches did not affect the outcome of the presidential election. The petitioners constructed certain things in their minds to which they failed to prove, Mahmoud says. But from Tinubu, Wole Olanipekun, counsel for Tinubu, asked the PEPC to dismiss Atiku's petition for lacking in merit and substance. He insisted that uploading of polling unit results to INEC results viewing portal IREV places no obligation on INEC regarding collation of results but was just for public view. He said petitioners abandoned their petition as far as he's concerned, adding that there was no line in the petitioner's final address stating how many votes Atiku Abubakar actually scored. Your Lordship are not Father Christmas to give parties whatever they want. Olanipekun also argued that it will lead to absurdity to interpret the 1999 Constitution without looking at all the sections talking about FCC. FCC is the 37th seat in Nigeria for the purpose of presidential election, Olanipekun said. He continued that the documents PDP tendered were dumped on the court and it is not the duty of the court to do investigation to those documents. So even those documents, even they are true, so you want to use the power of or the tactics of the court does not need to go and do investigation. He urged the court to dismiss Atiku's petition and oppose Tinubu's victory. After his arguments, the PEPC, led by Justice Haruna Samani, stood down proceedings for some minutes. Meanwhile, Atiku was physically present in company with other party bigwigs at the presidential election petition court to witness the final argument against his petition seeking to sack Tinubu from office. Atiku had urged the court to hold that he scored the majority of lawful votes cast in February 25 polls, while declaring that Tinubu's alleged academic, courts and diplomatic records were enough to disqualify him from running office. But one of Atiku's strong man has come out to tell us that Atiku and Tinubu, none of them score 25%. So what will now happen? What will now happen? Well, both Atiku and Obi are cheaply fraudulent inside out. Shame. What does the constitution say? I don't blame Tinubu, but the INEC chairman must go to jail. APC is a political party of people without substance. What LP and PDP are submitted at PEPC tribunal is constitutional provisions. Let us respect constitution. 25% of FCT is 25%. The truth is the truth for peace to reign. INEC had good intentions of improving election by safeguarding the polls by the introduction of technology. Unfortunately, the same INEC decided to scuttle the election by the introduction of glitch on its IREF, which obstructed the uploading of the poll results. The upload of the results from polling unit to IREF was designed to forestall falsification of poll results and to enhance the integrity of the election. Thus, INEC was the maker and the destroyer of its own arrangements. No be so, na so. Abuja is just the capital city of Nigeria. The people living there have their different states of origin and they are not superior to other Nigeria themselves. Hey, can you people allow a president to rule from anywhere, any other state in Nigeria, since the FCT is not different? Apparently, the constitution made this so, period. There's nothing you can do about it.